What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on Amanda Kessel, former Patty Kazmaier Trophy winner and U.S. Olympian, seeing her college hockey career come to an end as she will not play this year for the University of Minnesota. Sat out all last year after sustaining a concussion with the women's national team. The timing with the concussion thing is kind of a red flag for me because during the training for the Olympics, she didn't play in a single pre-tournament game. And it was an undisclosed injury, and then, the thing was she suffered a concussion at the Olympics. Something doesn't quite add up, and I'm not going to sit around and speculate when it happened. All I know is, one of the best women's players, one of the best players in the world, that matter, is no longer going to be, playing college hockey. And I looked at her numbers. She put up video game numbers all 3 years in Minnesota, and had she played this year, would have in all likelihood become the all-time leading scorer for women's NCAA ice hockey. Definitely a tough blow, but you got to take care of your brain, and she made the right decision for her long-term health, and that's what matters. Now, what's next for her hockey playing future? Obviously, sit out this season, then hook on with the NWHL or CWHL team after that if she can handle playing again. The women's national team doesn't start Olympic training for like 2 years. Yeah, it'll be this time in 2017. So maybe she kind of hooks on with the team towards the beginning of that calendar year in one of the two aforementioned women's leagues. Maybe something can happen there. But for right now, all that matters is Amanda's long-term health. That goes without saying. And someone, I know there's gonna be some cynical asshole that comments, well, there's no hitting in women's hockey. Why are all these concussions? You got to look at, first of all, if you say there's no hitting in women's hockey, you've never seen the U.S. and Canada go head to head, or Wisconsin and Minnesota go head to head, because those young ladies can sure as shit bring it. A big thing is, this goes back with Kayla Cahill from the women's national team, and then also, people don't realize this, Power Play with CJ in the know on something. Kessel's former line mate at Minnesota, Jen Schulis, suffered concussion issues. Jen Schulis actually set up my interview with Brandon, the first Brandon Decker interview. So when I publish my memoirs in a couple of years, you can read the full chapter on that. So get out and buy the book when it gets published. But in all seriousness, a big thing is, and I think Chaos said this in the interview, your girls aren't trained to take hits in youth hockey like boys are. And I'm not even trying to sound like that's just the reality situation. So, because for a lot of levels it's not, checking, but with the women's national team, with these world-class Olympic athletes going head to head with each other, there's going to be contact. It's avoiding contact on the ice when you got Amanda Kessel or Hillary Knight, Brandon Decker, Megan Duggan, whoever going up against Natalie Spoon or Haley Wickenheiser. It's almost impossible, and that just sort of leads to these issues. And again, it's unfortunate, but hopefully they're she's able to suit up again, because she's a joy to watch. But if not, all that matters is long-term health. As much as I enjoy watching her play, part of, and it's not really selfish saying this, is I wanted to cover her with the women's national team this year. Didn't get a chance to. Obviously, she was out all season with an injury, but I was over there in Malmo with the team. Her and actually Wickenheiser not playing in the Worlds really ticked me off. I would have loved to have covered one of the greatest players of all time, but is what it is. My first world pains are absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. But hopefully Amanda can come back. But if not, again, tip of the hat to an amazing career. Anyway, that's like episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes for the off season and beyond. Later, guys.